Do. Hello, how are we all? Just checking that everything is working. Seems like it's all working. Seems like it's running okay. Hope you can all hear me alright. Seems like it's all working. So, we're going to just catch up with the news this week and see what goes on from now. We are trying to keep an eye on the protests in the UK to see what we can keep. But at the minute, there's not much that is live, so. The police at the minute. Where are we? The police at the minute just agitating the old protesters. And they're all screaming, Keir Starmer is a wanker. And that is how most of the British people think about it. And these would all be classed as far right because they are protesting that they don't want their kids to be abused. Some of them will be far right, some of them be far left, some of them be just agitators. But a lot of them are just parents that are fed up with their kids being abused. And we've got a video later and we'll show you why we know that it keeps happening. And it happens time and time again. And you'll just get told, no, it's agitators. We've got another one. Hang on, I'll bring them up. If it'll let me. At a minute, it's not letting me. Here's another lot. People just had enough. I'll mute this one for a minute. That's the same one, it's just a little bit behind. But yeah, people have just had enough. And they'll tell you there was only a couple of hundred people there and there's been thousands. And then when there's been tens of thousands, they tell you there's only been 1,000. I'm just seeing if I can find any others for people to watch.
Yeah, they let fucking...
Can you tell us with Sky News?
No, you're right.
No, you don't want to.
Someone dressed as a Nazi in a wheelchair. Only in Britain, saying that Starmer's being a Nazi. Oh my God. Only in the UK. Absolutely, what is... They're shouting at the anti-protesters that they're a bunch of pedos because they keep supporting the abuse of children in the UK. They've so far stood up for the migrants, saying anyone talking about it who have abused women are racist and far right. And this is what you get. This is what's happening in the UK at the minute. There's protests going on all over at the minute. I'll turn the other ones off. Oh, police are chasing someone. That sound is horrendous. The police are, it looks like, arresting protesters. There you go, that's the way the police treat protesters. You'll probably find it's because they've got that English flag, because the police seem to attack anyone that's got an English flag in the UK at the moment. but this one seems very all over the show. So let's try this one now. Let's go back to this one and mute that. Yeah, these ones just repeating it and going back and forwards. This one is supplied by Mint. I don't know who this is. Go over and subscribe if you can. I will cut in and out. The police don't like it if you support your own country with your own flags and that. I'm just seeing if I can keep up with it, but I think this bit's just been repeated the same. I'll keep an eye on it and we will come back to this. We will go and see what's going on here with the rest of the news for now. This is old Trumpety. If there is any more, I will come back and show you. But we've got old Trump, and what does he say about this rubbish that's going on all over the world with children being abused all across Europe? And the governments are just looking the other way for diversity and inclusion. We have, in the hotels in the UK at the moment, the crime at the moment we've worked out, it's 1 in 100 are committing multiple crimes. But the problem with that is they're not actually measuring it because most of it is covered up.
Well, I say two things to Europe. Stop the windmills. You're ruining your countries.
Stop the windmills.
I really mean it. It's so sad. You fly over and you see these windmills all over the place, ruining your beautiful fields and valleys and killing your birds. And if they're stuck in the ocean, ruining your oceans. Stop the windmills. And I mean, there's a couple of things I could say, but on immigration, you better get your act together.
We won't.
You're not going to have Europe anymore.
We haven't already.
You got to get your act together.
Actually, while we was just watching about the protests, I'll show you some of the stuff that's been going on in the UK. We have the Essex police that reckon that they did not. What was the first one? They said they did not walk in a group of people into the middle of the riots, which was a lie. This is them walking and pushing these people through the other protesters that was protesting against the illegals that had abused 3 children. And this is the case I can't even remember how many we're up to now, to be honest. Pakistani Muslim rape gangs, we're at over 6,000 now. Illegals abusing girls that we know of, because they don't actually report most of it or register it. Well over 1,000 in the last 2 years. Sorry if I'm looking the other way. I am actually still trying to
zoom it up. We're in Epping.
The police won't attack the anti-rioters, they only protect these. Now, I don't think any of them should be allowed. I don't think any of these people should be allowed to have their face covered, either side. If you're going to go out there and you're going to protest, go out there without your face coverings. They're calling them pedos because that's who they are protecting. So by the logic of the left, if you stand with these sort of people, you must be one. So the right's just using their logic.
You fucking scumbags and cowards,
The police are the worst ones for this. They cover up for them all the time. The pedos, the sexual offenders. I'm not sure who was filmed all this, but if you do know, link it in the chat. Then they said that they never walked them through, which was a lie.
Look at the state of this. There's a woman over there with a beard, for fuck's sake.
This is the police actually pushing them through the anti-protesters of the migrant hotel. They're pushing their protesters all the way through the centre of it. And they said they did not do this to upset the protesters. So why would you do it then? You've just pushed people that are saying that migrants who have just abused 3 girls, some of their family were there, and we know this for a fact, and they're saying, well, so what? So what? That is what the anti-protester said. There is a video, and I'll try and find it if I can, of where they said, one bloke actually says, maybe they deserved it. And this is the logic of the left and these protesters that was paid to be there. That maybe the girls deserved it. And it's not the first time we've heard it. The police said it. The council said it. Government have said it. The government have even said now they how they could deserve it. And it's just getting out of control all the way around. And we keep seeing this happen time and time again, and people go, oh, I don't know why it keeps happening, because you never do anything about it. The answer to illegals abusing children is they are importing more illegals. That is the logic of the left and Labour at the minute. And UK is an absolute, I'm trying to think of a word in that I can use. Keg, ready to explode is the best way that I can put it. Is a shit show, to be honest. It's just a big shit show. But people will still let people abuse the children for diversity and inclusion, as they call it in the UK.
Where are you taking them?
Look, the police were even warned, look, you're aggravating them, it's going to go, just take them away. And the police go, no, let's push them through.
What's going on here? Look,
there you go.
They're putting a second line around.
The police were warned, as they are in this protest that's going on at the moment. They are warned time and time again, take them away. It's going to kick off. And the police's answer is, no, they can push through. I'm trying to find out. And then we've got this is
buses.
the police after they say they get bus them out or bus them in, which is a lie.
Can you get me a bus back to my car, please? What time's the next bus?
Someone English humour taking the piss out of them.
Buses. You know what they say?
So they call them paddy wagons.
You wait 15 minutes for a bus and then 3 come all along at once. Oh.
And they're saying they did it for their own safety.
They're all cramming in.
It's because
you got a spare bus down there?
You pushed them through the centre of a group of people protesting the rape of children. And they pushed through and said, no, we don't care about children. We think these immigrants are more important.
Make sure you got your bus passes. Make sure you got your bus passes. Show your bus passes. Show your bus passes. Make sure you got bus pass, mate. Sorry, mate. I don't know what you are, sorry. Him, her.
And then we've got another one of them showing them being bussed out. But according to our government and according to the police chief, this never happened.
Right way!
And then he said, oh, well, we may have bussed them out for our own safety. No, you bust them out because you bust them in. Now we're going to show what Elon Musk said.
We're clearly seeing a massive increase in the number of attacks in Italy and broadly in Europe. And the media, the legacy media, downplays these attacks. But the attacks, the terrorism, the killing of innocent people is rising. Every week there's more. And it's more and more. And eventually, I think we're going to see widespread slaughter in Europe. That is the trend. If you simply extrapolate the trend of what is the rate at which the terrorist attacks are occurring in Europe, and put those points, it's basically deadly attacks versus time on a graph, and extrapolate that graph, it leads to the slaughter of Europe. Your friends, your family, your children, your parents. That's where it leads. The numbers are clear.
Right, now we're going to show a speech by one of the women that's a mother in the Epping area that is fed up with her kids not being safe, and see if you agree or disagree.
Forgive me, and I'm not going to sing. Good for you. But listen, I just want to thank everyone for coming here today. We're all local people. We're all good, local, tax-paying people. We don't want trouble. We don't want fights. My question would be, why, and all due respect to the police, why are you allowing agitators to come and fight against us? Because you are inciting violence. We're not. You are. Mr. Starmer, I hope you're going to hear, I hope you hear this. Why are you letting 500-600 undocumented men come across the channel every day into this country? We don't know who they are. We don't know what their background is, but they don't share our values. They don't respect women, and they do not respect children. Yes! Yes! I am a mother of 3. I've got 4 nieces under 10. Every child's right is to walk to school and not fear that they're going to be sexually assaulted or raped. We do not live in a third world country. This is the United Kingdom the last time I looked. This is not about racism. I don't care if the men in that hotel over there are green, yellow or pink. We don't know who they are. They may be nice men. I don't know, no one knows. The likelihood is they're probably not. But a man gets off a boat from Ethiopia. He has come across Europe to come to this country. Why? Because we are a soft touch. We give them everything that they want, and then they turn around and abuse us. Well said. Why are the left? I hate to make this about left and right because it shouldn't be. But why are children, young girls in school uniform who are trying to get to school and are being sexually assaulted by a 38-year-old man in broad daylight. Yeah. Now, if I've got to wear a far right title because that's what I'm being, that's what the narrative is, then so be it. Then so be it.
Can you disagree with her? Can you actually disagree with her? If someone's going to call you far right because you don't want little kiddies being abused, I'd rather be called far right than a pussy. Or a coward that allowed the children to get abused. Yeah. What else we got? Let's have a look. Oh, this is a man getting arrested.
You must have left in. I was there. And you know exactly how it went. Your words, your demeanour can cause me to believe. But you don't want to know the effing, do you? That's what we're trying to get at. I wasn't at effing. Exactly, you wasn't at effing.
So he's, the police officer's saying, because of his demeanour and because he's talking to other people, he thinks there could be a breach of the peace later on. There has been no law broken, but he's going to get arrested for breach of the peace that hasn't happened.
You're not allowed to call us Nazis, you allow that? You're allowing that. I'm not leaving. If you don't leave, you're going to get locked up. For a section 35, you'll have me in custody. You'll have me in custody.
Alright, pal, you're under arrest. Okay.
What?
You're under arrest and failing to disperse the required to do so. Okay. You don't have to say anything about your offence.
The officer didn't even give him a chance to leave. That officer should be sacked. They just abuse their power now, and people have had enough of it. The UK hate the police. That is, I think it's something like 35% of the population believe in the police. The rest of them either hate them or think they are useless. And I think that's a lot higher, to be honest. I used to work with the police all the time. Now, I wouldn't even bother with them. I don't even bother with them in the street. Most of the officers are rude. Most of them lie through their teeth. Most of them will just make up the law as they go along. And the problem with the UK is there's nothing to stop them. We have no protections. A new government needs to put in protections for the British people. We don't have freedom of speech anymore. We don't have even freedom there. Look, the man has done nothing wrong. The police officer even says that. But he could cause a problem later on. So something that's not happened, that police officer thinks could happen, I think that police officer could be a paedophile. It doesn't mean that he should be arrested for paedophilia because no one has actually ever said that, because there's never been a crime, as we know of. That man has never committed a crime. Let's keep going through this. Oh, and this is how the police treat people at these events.
Why are you picking down?
He just got his teeth knocked out because he's having a go at the police. This is the mentality and the brutality of the British police. But nothing will be done. This is the streets of the UK. People just running down the road with a basket full of stolen shopping. This is the first time I've actually seen a police officer do something for a long time. And that's what you get. But most of the time, they will just let them walk off with that and not do a single thing about it. What else do I want to see? Oh, this is illegal migrants. Migrants taking a duck from a local lake and taking it back to their room in London.
Oh my God. What you do with that?
Yeah,
What you doing with that, bro?
I got it.
You gonna eat it?
Yeah.
You catch it outside?
Yeah, it's important now. It's important.
Let me see. Let me see it. Is it alive or dead?
It's broken down.
Yeah. You gonna eat it?
Eat here.
Yeah?
Eat here.
You gonna eat it, yeah?
No.
Flipping hell.
So
what are you gonna eat it for?
Taking it out, thingy, broke it.
Let it go, man.
And then they're gonna eat
cruel.
it. But nothing will be done. As always in the UK, they will look the other way because that's what they do in the UK. We look the other way and we call it diversity and inclusion. And this is all we keep getting. Diversity and inclusion. Children get raped. It's better diversity and inclusion. Kids get killed. Diversity and inclusion. Someone blows themselves up. Diversity and inclusion. Someone gets the three young girls got attacked. Diversity and inclusion. The 6,000 odd girls so far that have been raped. Diversity and inclusion. They reckon since 2000, between I think something like 60 or 80,000 minimum and 130 to 150,000 maximum, children have been abused by Pakistani Muslim gangs. Diversity and inclusion. And before people go, oh, well, is it just foreigners that you're upset about? No. I think anyone that is caught abusing a child should go to prison for the rest of their life because we don't believe in the death penalty. I think they should be organ donors myself, so at least something in their life is actually worth it. But we do not do that in the UK, so we have to stick to the law. But this is what keeps happening. We keep getting... Well, if your people do it, like people from Britain, why are you so upset that people from other countries do it? Because we have enough scumbags in our country that we don't need to import them as well. And I'm not saying every immigrant that comes here is a scumbag. We have some great doctors, nurses and that. But that is legal migration, not illegal migration. If we've got illegal migrants coming over on boats and then going to work in our NHS as doctors and nurses, we are a lot further gone than we think in the UK. I think everyone should have the same chance. The difference is you have to do it legally. So, alright, let's go to the next video. That's right, I ain't done this in ages. Alright. Shall we have a look at Keir Starmer line? From 2012 to now. Get out the video, but I haven't already thrown it out. I know it's somewhere. There we go.
You made 10 policy pledges for this campaign. Let's see how watertight they are. Can you guarantee that under your leadership, the 2019 Labour commitments to nationalise water, energy, rail, the Royal Mail, they'll all be in Labour's next election manifesto?
I've made that commitment. I didn't make a commitment to nationalisation. I never made a commitment to nationalisation.
So, but let's say that he kept his word. Britain are now talking about closing down X.
Could Britain shut X down?
Britain has the power to shut down any platform.
Verification. So by Friday, do you want X to change by Friday?
Yes.
And what's your message to Elon Musk?
No, I don't have a specific message to Elon Musk. Or
he runs it.
But what I do have is a message to every single provider of content via social media and platforms into British society. The law requires you to ensure that every piece of content you provide to your users is age appropriate if it is under the age of 18. If it's under the age of 13 and you are social media, children should not be accessing it. That law is equal.
So what
it
will
applies
happen
to all.
What will happen to X? Because it's not that I can go on X now and we can look at it together and I can find you some porn on X. If by Friday I can still do that without age verification, will you shut it down?
So at that time, Ofcom, the regulator, then will start its process of assessing platforms that are not acting lawfully.
So could it be shut down?
And then it will start the process of enforcement.
Could Britain shut X down?
Britain has the power to shut down any platform.
And this is the problem. We have got so much now censorship in the UK. And people are going to say, oh yeah, well 13-year-olds should not see porn. It's not the job of the internet to police your children. You are the goddamn parent. Start acting like it. Your kids are clever and more probably than you. Well, actually, not this generation. Most kids are cleverer than the last generation. But my mate's kid said he doesn't care about this because he's got a VPN on his phone. He's got an onion router on his phone. He doesn't give a shit. And this is the problem. These people think they're so clever in what they're doing, but the kids have already diverted around it. It's like these are computer illiterates. And I can say that because I am bad at spelling. I have dyslexia. But I know that I can use a VPN to get around these craps. I know that I can use different ways to get around these crap. And so I don't use self-verification. But the problem is they want to know everyone's ID. And this is why they're bringing in digital ID. The UK is slowly turning into China. And we are allowing it to happen. Seen that one. Nigel Farage gets a grilling and he didn't know the answers.
What about Scarborough Town Council, which has given
no idea.
Well, I can tell you.
No idea.
Well, I can tell you what's happened there, and I can ask you whether you think this is the right thing to do. Scarborough Town Council has given its reform mayor a 600% pay rise.
I have no idea.
You don't know?
Whether what you say is true or not, I have no idea.
So is that the right thing to do in principle?
I have no idea. It's a town council, 600%. What's it from sort of?
It's a small amount. It was a payment of £500 up to £3,500.
So what she forgets to tell you is that it's his payments from £500 to £3,500. When Labour and Tories and every other council other than Reform, because they reduced it because it was Reform, gets £10,000 for exactly the same job from their mayor. That's what she forgets to tell you.
£1,000, which I know
well,
you're
I don't know. I don't know. Is he doing it or she doing it as a full-time job? I've no idea.
But in principle, is that the right thing to do?
What we could do is just get multimillionaires to stand as candidates everywhere, and indeed, our Doge team are doing the work unpaid, right? If people have got resources. I want to do it for free, that's great. I don't know the Scarborough circumstances.
Hand them back there.
And Mr Speaker, families in Rosendale are also deeply concerned about reports that Reform-led Lancashire County Council are considering cuts to nursery funding. This would raise costs for working parents and might even force some nurseries to close. If this is an example of the sort of efficiencies that Reform are considering, then all of Lancashire...
It gets called out in a minute because this is a total and utter lie. They're talking about just reducing it to what the other councils have done, as his own has. But this is the rubbish that you get in our parliament. They're all full of bullshit. I'm not just sticking up for Reform. I think Reform are full of crap as well. They change from week to week.
Indeed, all of us should be worried. So would the Prime Minister join me in asking Lancashire County Council to think again?
I have to say, my honourable
Prime
friend is
Minister
doing a much
repeats
better
a
job
lie.
than his predecessor, the Conservative Party chairman under Liz Truss, who has now joined Reform, which proves once again, if you vote Tory, you get Reform, and if you vote Reform, you get the Tories.
Point of order, Madam Deputy Speaker.
And if you vote Labour, you just get 100% lies.
Speaker. I'm most grateful for your advice, Madam Deputy Speaker, because during Prime Minister's questions earlier today, the Member of Parliament for Rosendale and Darwin may have possibly inadvertently misled the House. The reality is that, unfortunately, because of that, Madam Deputy Speaker, the Prime Minister gave an answer based on that possible inadvertent misinformation.
Oh, well,
the truth,
bullshit.
Madam Deputy Speaker, is that Lancashire County Council is carrying out a statutory consultation as to whether to follow the example of Labour-controlled councils, such as at Blackburn and Blackpool, as to whether to have a small, modest processing fee.
Okay. Now, if only the Chair was responsible for the content of members' questions.
Maybe it's about time the Chair actually did something. And this is the sort of thing that we get in the UK. Today's just another tester to make sure that everything works and I can get this right. I've got a few more things I've got to sort out now, but that will do for today. Cheers for the very few people that come in and said hello and joined in. And I will try and get everything working again. And I appreciate it, all of you who have popped in. Cheers for coming.